Hi guys, this is Rohit and welcome back to AutoClan and welcome back to another review. So today's review is gonna be lit because I'm reviewing my favorite SUV, the Toyota's Fortuner. And for more car reviews like this, you can subscribe our channel and tap on the bell icon for the latest updates. So this Fortuner right here is the second generation 2021 facelift model, and this time it's on a whole new different level. This variant right here is the 4x2 diesel version and it's a manual transmission. Actually, I'm really sorry for shooting the video over here. So under some circumstances, I had to do so. So in coming days, I'll be shooting a better video. So forgive me for this time. And I promise you, I'll be bringing the next Fortuner in a better place. So alright, let's continue with our review. So this 2021 Toyota Fortuner carries same set of engines from the outgoing models. So it is available in both petrol and diesel engines, which takes us to the engine specifications. So you have a 4-cylinder 2.7 liter petrol engine that produces 166 brake horsepower and a maximum torque of 245 Newton meters. And this engine is mated to a 5-speed manual transmission and a 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift. And it's only available in 2-wheel drive type. Now the fun or the real thing that really separates this Fortuner from the rest is the 2.8 liter turbo diesel engine. So why is it a thing? Because this 2.8 liter turbo diesel engine has been beefed up from 179 brake horsepower to 206 brake horsepower and a whopping 500 Newton meters of torque, which is really a lot compared to its rivals like the Endeavour and the Gloster, and makes it a beast altogether. This Toyota Fortuner has a body-on-frame construction, which is also seen in other Toyota cars like the Innova Krista and the Hilux, which is a European-based pickup truck. And Toyota might continue this body-on-frame construction and may not have the monocoque underpinnings for the third generation Toyota's Fortuner, which might be debuted by 2022. So let us see. So as of now, we have this facelifted second generation Toyota Fortuner. This 2021 facelift Toyota Fortuner's most prominent visual change is the grille and the entire front portion itself. So this time it comes with redesigned front grille, as you can see here, and it's all blacked out. With such a black grille, the front portion has been highlighted with this chrome finish. So you have these thick chrome slabs on the either sides, and these chrome slabs extends all the way onto the headlamps. Oh my god, just look at the logo or the emblem. I mean, it's huge. You can just compare my hand and the logo itself. Very daunting. And underneath the front portion or the bumper, you can find the skid plate finished in silver. And on the top, you have these dust sensing LED headlamps along with the DRLs, and these LED headlamps gets line guide function. On the edges of the lower bumper you can find the turn indicators, and for the top model Legenda, which I'll be talking about in a minute, has sequential turn indicators both at the front and the rear. And over here you have the fog lamps along with these huge fog lamps housings, and you can find the front parking sensors as well. So the Legenda is the range topping Fortuner, and it has an entirely new face at the front. You get a split grille and a unique design for the LED headlights and the DRLs, and it also gets sequential turn indicators. And at the rear portion you get restyled rear bumpers and a set of dual tone 18-inch alloy wheels. And variants wise, it is only available in 4x2 diesel automatic transmission, and power wise it remains the same. Coming on to the side profile of this Fortuner, so you can see these huge wheels over here. These are 265 by 60 section R17s, which you'll be getting for the 2-wheel drive variants, be it for the petrol or the diesel. And the 4-wheel drive variant gets 265 by 60 section R18s, and these same tires will be seen on the Legenda as well. If you observe properly, you can see the travel over here. It's a lot. These alloys over here are machine cut alloys. Coming to the suspension setup, you get double wishbone at the front. At the rear you get 4-link with coil spring, and also you get the pitch and bounce control. So over here you can see the exterior mirrors, and also you can see the turn indicators as well. And these mirrors are electronically adjustable along with auto hold function. If you look closely on the doors, you can see this chrome lining or the chrome strip that extends all the way up to the back or the rear portion. And also on the rear portion on the top you can see this glass frame or the complete glass, which gives that premium touch. And on top you have the roof rails, which are finished in silver, and you can find the antenna as well, and you don't get any sunroof as such. And down here you have a footstep, which is pretty much required for such tall SUVs. Moving on to the doors, you have these chrome handles with keyless entry and go. These rear tires have the same section like the front, and the suspension is a 4-link with coil spring suspension, and all the 4-wheel gets ventilated discs. Going over to the rear, you don't find any such major changes. So you have these LED split rear tail lights, And also you can see the LED turn indicators as well. The top variant Legender gets sequential type LED turn indicators. And in the rear bumper you have the fog lamps, and also you have these rear parking sensors as well. And underneath the chassis you have the placement for the spare wheel, and next to it you can see the exhaust. So on the rear window you have the defogger along with the wiper and the washer, and on the top on the roof spoiler you have the high mount stop lamp. Actually from the side perspective you can see this roof spoiler. It is very big and noticeable. Here on the tailgate you have this chrome slab on which Fortuner is written, which really looks nice and elevates the branding. And on the top you have the Toyota logo. The rear parking camera has actually been placed under this tailgate, as you can see here. So right now you can see the Fortuner's key in my hand, and at the back of the key you can see the Fortuner layout, and this fob looks good. So actually this Fortuner facelift gets fully automated tailgate. So you should be holding the boot release button on the fob and just stand and relax. Let Fortuner do its work. So there you go, you have the premium feature which is seen on other luxury cars. This Fortuner facelift has a boot capacity of 296 liters. And for more space you can fold those third row seats. The boot is almost flat, so you don't have to lift your luggage. So you can just slide it and put it down. On the sides of the boot you can see these hooks, so you have them on the either sides, and these third row seats are easy to fold. So actually you get one touch tumble down seats, which are also seen in Innova as well, and the operation is very easy. Even a child can easily fold it by just pulling the lever. So now you can see I've folded the third row seats, and now you have a lot of practicality. This is the hook where you attach these seats on the sides, and this thing or the lever allows you to tumble the seats. So you have a lot of practicality here. So alright, let's put them back. And unfolding these seats are very easy. All you have to do is pull out the hook from the sides and then just push it down to the base until it gets locked, and then just pull the backrest and it's done. So easy. So you got to push it down and just pull back the backrest and it's on place. And all the seats including these third row seats gets height adjustable headrests. And finally you have a party trick, which is the power tailgate. So just press the button and the boot lid closes. And it's really satisfying to watch. These doors gets chrome handles like I said earlier. So opening the doors, so you can see the black tone on the doors. So actually you have this leather padding on the armrest, and it has the white stitching as well. And on top you have this mix of smooth and hard plastics. Can't really differentiate it, but you have softness on it, and also you get this shiny black treatment or the piano black. So actually it's dusty over here. Yeah, now it shines. I guess you can tell the difference. So all the 4 power window gets auto up and down function, and the door openers gets chrome treatment, and also you have this brushed aluminum finish on the doors, and down there you have the door pockets for your water bottles along with some space, and underneath it you have the warning lamps. And here you have the speaker finished in black. And the detailing is really great. You have this Fortuner badge, which is really tiny. And these windows are very big and in fact boxy. So you have a better view. So these seats gets black leather upholstery, and you have the option for chamois leather as well. And for the Legender top model you get dual tone black and maroon upholstery, leather upholstery. Like I said, you get adjustable headrests, and in between the seats you have the armrest. And if you're wondering about the cup holders, you get these retractable cup holders. And these seats are very soft and nice. So we need to get to the third row seats, and accessing them is very easy. So you get the same one touch tumble down seat function. So the seat folds very smooth. So how do you get in? You just step on the footrest and just get in. So alright, let's put the second row seat and check the space. So here we go. So I'm sat here, as you can see, and I'm just fit. I don't have enough leg room or the knee room. So these seats would be better for children or the average height people. And for convenience, you get these roof mounted air vents. So you have two of them here. And on the sides of the ceiling, you have the grab rails. If you talk about the practicality in these third row seats, you have these pockets. So you can just put in a 1 liter water bottle over there. And also you have some space to put your phone. Oh, sorry. Yeah. On the right side also you have some space as well. And these windows are big. Grab rails over here. So overall, these third row seats are better suited for children and for short people. And putting the seats back again is very easy. So you just push it down and just put back the backrest. So alright, let's get in and check the second row space as well. So it's very nice here. So actually you sit tall. So you have to compromise a little on the thigh room. Otherwise it's great. I have amples of knee room and leg room. And you get magazine pockets over here. If you want more practicality for the third row passengers, these second row seats can be slided. So you can adjust the seats based on your comfort. And for convenience, in the center you get this 12 volts power socket, and next to it you have a slot, so you can just slide in your phone while charging. And you don't get AC vents over here, but rather you would be getting them on the top. So on the top you can see you have AC vents on the either sides for better cooling. So actually this is the main reason why this Fortuner doesn't get a sunroof. So you have the AC circuits on the top. So it's risky putting AC vents along with the sunroof, and putting a sunglass in the center makes the construction kind of weak, I would say. And in the center you have the reading lights, and also you have the controls for the AC vents. So you can increase or decrease the fan speed, and next to it you have the switches for the auto and the off. And this is how the front dash looks like. It looks and feels very solid. It resembles like as if all the things are put together very tight, and in fact it is. On the sides you get these grab rails along with the hook. So overall it feels great sitting here. You have that commanding position, and it's simply great. And these seats are reclinable, I just forgot to tell you. So alright, let's go to the front seats. So the front door gets keyless entry and go. So just like the rear doors, you get warning lamps. So all the 4 doors have them. And next to it you have the speaker. And next to it you have the door pockets for your water bottle along with some space. Going over to the top, you have this brushed aluminum finish, which has been seen on the rear doors as well. You have the chrome handles. And just like the rear doors, you get the leather padding. Moving on to the driver's side controls, you have this piano black finish. So you have all the 4 power window buttons, and all these windows gets auto up and down function. And you have switches for child lock, lock and unlock, ORVM controls, and also a switch for the auto fold function. Here you have the tweeter placement. This driver seat is soft just like the rear seats, and also this driver seat is power adjustable, so you can electronically operate the seat adjustment based on your preference and comfort. Down there you have the pedals, and on top you have the levers for the bonnet and the fuel cap. Moving on to the top, you have some set of buttons here. You have a switch to close the tailgate and a button for park assist. And moving on to the top, you have this retractable cup holder. And next to it you have the engine start stop button with the chrome surround. These AC vents right here has this brushed aluminum finish which is seen on the doors. The front dash has hard plastics. However, this portion of the instrument console has leather finish, which is really good. And for convenience, you have a grab rail over here, so you can just hold it and make your way into the cabin. So I'm sat in the driver's seat, and you can see the steering wheel over here. This steering wheel has a lot of combinations. You have a brushed aluminum finish. It is leather wrapped, and on top you have this wood grain finish. So mix of these different textures makes this steering wheel premium. So talking about the mounted controls on the steering, on the left side you have the infotainment controls. You have switches for the volume, track seeking buttons, a button for voice inputs, and also phone buttons as well. And surrounding these switches you have the black finish, which is seen on the doors. And on the right side you have the switches for the instrument console, and underneath the steering you have the cruise control. So this is the gauge cluster of the Toyota's Fortuner. So on the left side you have the tachometer, and on the right side you have the speedometer, and in between you have the screen. So it shows you different functions. It shows fuel consumption, range, digital speed, eco indicator. You have music controls, and you have settings, so you can customize your meter. And this gauge cluster shows different warnings and indications as well. So moving on to the center and the passenger side dash. So you have this sloping effect on top, and this portion of the passenger side is leather finished, and it has a Fortuner badge in it, which is a nice detail. And this portion is soft and it feels premium. And below it you have the lockable glove box, and inside you have decent space. And moving back to the center, on the top you have AC vents over here, and you can adjust the direction and control the flow also. And in between these AC vents you have the digital clock, and right below it you have the hazard switch, and just right below it you have this waterfall design. So on the sides of the center dash you have this leather padding, which was wrapped onto the brushed aluminum finish, which is really good. And here is the infotainment touchscreen. This infotainment is an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen, which is just like on the Innova Krista. So this infotainment touchscreen supports Bluetooth, navigation, USB connectivity, radio, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. And for the first time gets connected car features or the connected car technology. So it supports geofencing, real-time vehicle tracking, walk to car, and many more features. Next to it you have the easy accessible buttons. So you have two knobs, one for the tuning and the other for the volume. You have buttons like apps, phone, track, menu, home, audio, and other accessible buttons. And following the infotainment touchscreen you have the indications like the passenger airbag, deactivation, and next to it you have the automatic climate control system. So on the left side you have the knob to control the fan speed, and the right side knob is to adjust the temperature. And also you have different AC buttons for different functions. And in between you have the screen which displays the temperature and the fan speed. And underneath it you have the ports. So you have a 12 volts power socket, and next to it you have the USB port. And following it you have the ventilated AC functions. So both the front seats are equipped with ventilated seat functions. So with this scrolling controls you can adjust the blowing speed. And next to it you have the slot, and this slot is not deep as such, so your phone may go halfway through, but you have a padding over here or the provision where you can put your phone. So actually this provision is for the wireless charging pad, which is only available for the top model Legender. And here is the fully leathered gearbox, and the base which surrounds the gearbox is completely grain wood, which feels premium. And this gear knob is leather wrapped, and it has a chrome surround around it. So this is a 6-speed manual gearbox, while the automatic variant gets 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shifts. And following it you have the power modes. So this Fortuner 2021 gets 3 power modes. So you have Eco, Normal, and Sport, and you can see the brushed aluminum finish next to it. And here is the switch for the IMT or the intelligent manual transmission. So actually the diesel variant gets 6-speed automatic transmission along with IMT, and next to it you have the ESC off button or the traction control off. And here you have some space, and here is the armrest finished in leather, and it feels soft, and it's bigger and wide also. And inside you have a lot of space, and this armrest is not slidable as such, so it's fixed. So going on to the top here you have the IRVM or the interior rear view mirror along with auto dimming function. Over here you have the sunglass holder, and also you have reading lights here. So both the passenger along with the driver has LED reading lights. And here is the driver side sun visor along with vanity mirror, and you get the light as well. And I forgot to show you the co-driver seat or the passenger seat. This seat on the passenger side gets power adjustable seats. So actually both the front seats are power adjustable. Coming to the safety features, this Fortuner is equipped with vehicle stability control, hill assist control, traction control, 7-unit SRS airbags, anti-theft alarm with ultrasonic sensors, and glass brake sensors, ISO fixed child seat mounts, along with anchoring points for the second row, ABS with EBD, and impact absorbing structure with pedestrian protection support. This Toyota facelift 2021 Fortuner is in sparkling black crystal shine, and you have other colors like brown, white, black, bronze, metallic grey, pearl white, silver metallic, and dual tone for the Legender variant, where you'll be getting a pearl white with black roof. Finally, coming to the on-road prices, the petrol base variant 4x2 costs around 34,66,000 rupees on-road Delhi, and the top model petrol, which is the 4x2 automatic, costs around 36,48,000 rupees on-road Delhi. Coming to the diesel prices, the diesel base variant 4x2 costs around 38,66,000 rupees on-road Delhi, while the top model, which is the Legender diesel, costs around 44,66,000 rupees on-road Delhi. So that's all for the review, guys. I hope you like the review of this huge Toyota's SUV, the Fortuner. And if you want to watch car reviews like this, make sure you subscribe our channel. So catch you later with another car review next time. So until then, take care and bye.